o'clockers, welcome. Oh, screw this. Where's A-Tuck when you need him?
Oh, hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Epic Land 40. I'm joined by Multi, who has been switching in for the casting. Lets me
I've been doing a lot of casting today.
Mate, more casting than playing, I
Been
think.
enjoying it.
Lets me rest my voice, gives Exo a bit of time to play some Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But you know, we're finally, our schedules overlap, so we're here. Okay, basically what's happened is we're not doing AC Figaro, which is what it says currently on that side of your screen. Instead, it's going to be Zain versus RiSky. AC Figaro we're going to skip kind of completely, and they're going to play right now. We're instead going to go to the loser of that game, who is going to fall to play the winner of this game. So, if this is the winner of this game, so Zain or RiSky versus the loser of Fig or AC.
And AC, yeah.
And that's our consolidation for who is going to therefore go and play in the finals.
I know RiSky's talking about it here. It is a bit of a weird one that we're casting not the upper finals, but let's be honest, this is a massive game. RiSky and Zain, they've already played. There's a bit of a history between the two of them already, but they've already played, and Zain won 2-0.
Yeah, that's completely right. As we hop now into Site Delta Ladder Edition. Spawning in the top right is the Red Zerg playing for Team StarCraft Improve. Should be called StarCraft Get Here on Time. Is RiSky.
And in the southeast, in the blue, playing Protoss, it's Zain.
Currently teamless, right?
Yes.
He's been on and off the Red Dragons a bit. But
Yeah. Zain never really plays for teams. I think a lot of teams want you to play clan war games, and Zain has no interest in that. So
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I don't either. It's like a lot of effort over a long period.
Fair.
It's like, I don't know, if I'm just busy one weekend, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. I don't think it's like you're contractually obliged to.
I would feel bad. That's
Sure.
it.
That's fair.
So here we are with this quick best of 3. Okay, I said quick. Hopefully quick best of 3.
We need it to be quick.
We need it to be quick because we'd like to get to the stage for the finals. They're
So
currently shouting about Overwatch. We need to get a good game on the stage at some point in the weekend, right? That's the rules.
Right, that is true, actually.
Yeah.
So I had the absolute pleasure of casting Zain against Figaro earlier, where Zain went 2-0 up and lost 3-2, but in the 2 games that he won at the start, he used Blinkstalker pressure and made it look so easy. Just absolutely crushed Figaro. So I'm definitely expecting to see Zain open Oracle into Blinkstalkers.
Yeah, and that's also what he did in the games that he won against RiSky. Standing behind him and watching him play the games, it looks so clean. It's so nice to see it. It's it's really awesome.
But one thing interesting about that is that so he was doing it against Figaro, but after a couple games, Figaro adapted and suddenly Figaro was making it look easy. And I'm wondering if RiSky can do the same thing here, knowing what Zain's going to do, and he's had a couple games of practice against it now.
Yeah, that's true.
Can he come out and deliver?
Yeah, like you're saying, these are such high-level players that over the course of a series, they just get better and better and better.
Yeah.
And then you end up where, facing the same opponents twice, or even the same strategy, twice, 3 times. When you start kind of really getting down to it, your responses become better, your micro and your control becomes better. You start problem solving, everything in your head, and the game becomes way easier.
And RiSky and Figaro are on the same team as well. I'm sure they're good friends. They would have talked about how to beat Zain.
Yeah, of course.
Since RiSky's last game.
Yeah, and sharing replays and that sort of thing. Yeah, absolutely right. It is going to be this, like you said, standard opening for Zain. It's going to be Adept into Stargate. And then, like you said, likely followed up by that Blinkstalker play that we know that Zain really enjoys.
Yeah, we saw Zain mix it up once and go for carriers in the series against Figaro.
Yeah, that game
did not work out for him.
best, yeah.
We'll have to see. RiSky is a different player to Figaro though. He really favours like an old Snoot style, a lot of queens, and he really likes defending with a lot of queens. So we'll have to see. I don't think queens are too hot against Blink Stalkers, but we were seeing Figaro go for +1 melee every game. I don't know if that's RiSky's choice or if he's going to go into Roaches earlier.
It's a nice choice of tech against this kind of Blink Stalker play though, for sure. Getting those Lings, you know, you kind of play Ling Roach. I think the Roaches add a bit, you know, an added dimension there. I think that Roaches by themselves are very weak because obviously they just take bonus damage from Stalkers. It's going to be the Ling choice that I prefer. So far, no Evo Chamber, so that's not an option for RiSky just yet in this game.
It's interesting to me that Zain takes the triangle third on this map. I just kind of auto-take the third to the north of his natural because I feel like it's easier to defend and easier to wall off. But
I mean, this is quite an open base, right?
There's 2 attack paths, or even 3 if you count.
This one is just this base.
Right?
This one. But you kind of always need to defend this area because this is, you're kind of sensitive over in the natural, I think. So, Oracle, and then the second one was slightly delayed while he got that hatch.
Ling's at the third base now, coming in for RiSky. There are 2 adepts in place, so he'll be okay. Might get a pylon, cancels it. We see that Twilight Council going down, it is going to be Blink. We saw Zain go double forge in one of the games, but it was later on. I think he'll probably stick with a single forge.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can really afford that much gas so early. Like the Stalker
it was quite a late double forge.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. It tends to be that people go for kind of this Blink +1 timing. They kind of line up quite nicely.
But he hasn't got a forge.
Yeah, he seems to be skipping the forge so far this game. RiSky instead going for that Evo Chamber, which, like we said, will likely be for +1 melee. Kind of a nice natural counter to the way Zain is playing this one. These Oracles haven't really got anything done. Have they got any kills at all?
No.
Yeah, literally 0 on both. It's just really a testament to like how strong
RiSky's
kind of
queen defense is very good. Yeah. And it is going to be +1 melee.
There's spores everywhere there needs to be.
Yeah.
Spore. So yeah, you know, dive with the Oracles and you're guaranteed to lose them.
24 Lings. That's not a small amount of Lings coming out for RiSky here. I wonder if he's anticipating this kind of 4-5 Stalker move out with the Oracles that we've seen Zain do in previous games, or if he's going to get aggressive himself with these Lings. It looks like they are going to the other side of the map.
I was kind of trying to zoom in on that pylon. This is something Zain loves to do. It's just like hidden proxy gate down in the bottom left.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he does this quite a lot. I've seen him do it in both games actually against RiSky.
Yeah, he did it in one of the games against Figaro, but Figaro scouted it. He actually sent a Ling around the map just to scout for that sort of thing.
See, where it's placed now, I don't think anyone would ever
that's
you'd be like, oh, it's there. It's kind of out of the way. That means it's not in like a super scary position. This is unfortunate. There's a lot of Lings on
these things don't have +1 yet though. And the battery overcharge is so good here, and all these Lings are just going to die. I'm so shocked that RiSky's just giving away all these Lings for free. That's
a pretty awful trade.
Crazy.
I think he might have been looking over here and kind of focusing on the Stalker defense. But like, you know, you don't need to lose them, you just pull them back.
He's going to lose Queen as well.
Oracle's now pretty healthy in terms of energy, not in terms of health. So I guess healthy is not the right word. There's a lot of Lings here. Zain definitely needs to reinforce these Stalkers. Obviously, the bigger your Stalker ball gets, like the surface area becomes better. You know what I mean? Like the surface area is slightly bigger, but your DPS is much higher.
Sure.
Makes you much safer against the melee units in these Lings. They do get +1 melee on the way now. It's going to be charge follow-up. Do you think it's like an all-in with charge, or do you think it's just like the natural conclusion that you start to move towards charge?
Well, when I asked Zain about his last games with RiSky, I asked what he did, obviously, and he just went, oh, I just made Zealots and Stalkers. He just made it sound easy.
Yeah, like as you do. Nice. Just make gateway units.
Yeah, just make gateway units. So I think, and we see him getting that forge finally. I think he's just going to stay on Zealot Stalker for a while.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. He is pushing towards the north, and that means that this base is cancelled 100%. Yeah, and RiSky actually surprisingly getting up to quite a nice kind of safe 5-base position. His creep is actually really good, I have to say. This base is undefended.
Oh,
he needs something here, Zain.
He can recall. He does recall. That's really good by RiSky, forcing that Stalker army all the way back.
It's actually only half of the Stalker army. Half of it's still in the middle of the map. Yeah, these Lings getting cleaned up here. I don't know what these Adepts are doing. Like, where are these? Why are they sent over here somewhere?
Struggling.
But they need to be here in order to defend those sorts of run-bys. Or he needs to start getting cannons and more batteries if he's going to play this way. This base is maybe a bit aggressive as well. RiSky's kind of circling around. Not too many Lings left, actually. I think RiSky has traded really poorly this game. kind of half as efficiently.
Yeah.
But he's done not a bad job of kind of establishing himself in this game.
Yeah,
Decent working
and he
count,
shot
decent
down the
base
fourth of Zain once already, and he's going for a second time here, and I think he might get it. He is. His +1 Ling's going to tear through that Nexus. This is so good for RiSky. He said he's traded worse, but his economy is so much better right now.
Yeah, and if Zain, goes for another couple minutes without getting this fourth up, he needs. He's going to be so far behind in terms of he needs to be making probes all the time, and he needs somewhere to put them. At the moment he's on 63, so he's saturated on the bases he does have. But then RiSky's economy is just getting bigger and better. Like we said, it's that actually 5 bases are completely done, saturated, producing lava, producing units. This is a big Zealot run by, an enormous Zealot run by.
That
I was about
big.
to say, he didn't get good equity out of his proxy gate, and yet now he's warping in 1 million Zealots from it, so maybe he will get some.
There's actually a decent amount of Roaches here though, so these Lings and Roaches are going to clean this up quite nicely. The Stalker's pushing on the north side as well. There's a lot of Banelings here, needs to be careful. Blink's past Stasis Wards.
Pretty good. Not
Decent.
the best, yeah. I think he's got some more. He's got energy for a couple more. That was a nice catch on that Zealot run by.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's Ling, Bane, Roaches. The Banes are what's really scary, I think, in this army now.
Yeah. Stasis Wards going down, but here come the Lings, and these Stalkers are in full retreat mode. There's just one Oracle with energy firing away there. RiSky's making this look a very comfortable defense so far.
Yeah, it's not even a defense anymore. He's now on Zane's side of the map,
Yep.
just maxing out, or getting close to maxing out. A lot of Lings, a lot of Roaches. The Bane's actually starting to get picked off by these 3 Oracles. This one is getting dry on energy, so won't continue doing that for much longer.
The issue I have with this style of Zain is, where do you go from here? You've just got Blink Stalkers. You don't really have any tech. And here come the Bane. These Stalkers are kind of cornered here.
Yeah, the value of the Blink is in that you can kite forever.
Yeah,
When you're in your corner of the map, you can't kite. This is looking really rough for Zain. The supply is so misleading. Zane's not that far behind, but I guess the supply of RiSky is so strong.
Yeah, these +2 Lings just do so much. And GG, RiSky with a very good defense in that game 1.
Yeah, insane. And we're going to hop into game 2 as quickly as we can, I hope.
I hope so.
As we're getting towards our stage finals.
When is our stage finals? In
Meant
an
to be
hour?
9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m. UK time.
That is ambitious.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. That is not an upset, but it's not what you kind of expect based on how easy Zain beat RiSky yesterday. I don't, there's not many Protosses in the tournament, so I'm not sure that RiSky was saving builds.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he was saving builds, but I do think that after you lose to someone, the second time round, it's always going to be different. We see that in GSL groups, right? Sometimes the underdog will win, but in the elimination match, it's very rare they win. Yeah,
you're absolutely right. I think, there's a big point there, which is that, you can drop down, which is the GSL format. It's kind of similar here, where we have our 2-tier brackets. Good point. We've got Oceanborn for game number 2.
Pretty standard map once again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a pretty big fan of this map pool. You kind of like the bigger maps, the more standard maps.
Yeah, that is very true. I think in the past map pools, they've been a little too small for my liking.
Maybe too cheesy.
That being said,
in the previous map pool.
That being said, I was just about to say, they're a bit standard. And we've gone to 9 maps, and that's awesome.
Yeah, so we might as well.
But we're not really...
Yeah.
We're not really making use of the variety that 9 maps could give us. But on the counter side to that, if the maps are too weird, no one plays them and we never see them. I don't think I've seen Radhuset Station played once.
I'm not
this entire tournament.
I don't like it. Yeah, you might be right. Definitely not on stream. At least not the games that I've been streaming. Spawning in the bottom right, playing the Red Zerg, up 1-0 in this best of 3 to decide who goes on to face the loser of AC versus Figaro for that coveted place in the finals is RiSky.
And in the northwest, in the blue, playing Protoss, it's Zain. Needs to win the next 2 maps to keep his tournament hopes alive.
Yeah, and I hope he does, because he's been playing really well so far.
Yes, he has.
It's honestly, I don't know how to describe it, but Zain losing now would be upsetting. Eva already went out, and he's played. I mean, that's the biggest
really
shock
well of the day. I didn't believe it. I came downstairs after casting a series, and everyone was like, Eva lost to AC. I'm like, yeah, good one. That's a funny joke.
Yeah, I was literally
and I heard it from 3 other people, and I was still like, okay, they've clearly just
this is like
a
bit that we're
a joke,
all doing.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm in on the joke, guys. And then it wasn't a joke.
And this is what's so rough now with the kind of level of competition that we're at in this tournament,
Right.
where you've got so many strong players,
Yep.
is it's not like, oh, you know, Durda's gone to the lower bracket and they're just going to fade away. It's like, no, they're in the lower bracket, but they're a predator in the lower bracket.
Right.
If you drop a single map in the upper bracket, you have to play against them.
What odds would you have got on RiSky Razorblade being a round 3 match in the lower bracket?
The lower bracket, a
That
best of
is
3, to knock out
mind-blowing.
like the 2 most winning players Epic Land's ever had.
Champions of all time, yeah.
And then we're just like, oh, Raza, we normally have you in the finals on the stage, but we're just going to say bye now,
Yep.
like at this point. And, you know, and then Eba the round after that, where it's like,
Yeah.
listen, ZVZ is volatile, and RiSky is not an easy opponent. You know, Eba is really strong, but
Yep.
you can lose 2 games in a row pretty easily. I'm hoping Zain doesn't, at least, you know, just so he can just get like at least 1 dub on the board, you
Yeah.
know.
We could have a new champion if Zain or Figaro find a way to win. And you might be thinking, but Morton, you're leaving out AC. No, I'm not. He's already a champion.
That is
Epic Land
true.
15.
That is true. A repeat of Epic Land 15 would be mental. Can you imagine an
Right,
AC
well,
champion?
I remember, I don't remember, I was like 5 years old at the time or whatever that was. But I remember asking about AC winning that Epic Land. Everyone was like, yeah, it was a massive shock. I'm
Yeah.
thinking like, is it happening
Is it
again?
happening again? Can we have a repeat?
What's going on?
And it would be a shock, honestly. You know, AC's not bad. I'm not trying to.
No, it's
I'm
not.
trying to, you know.
But
Telltale's out of
you
school.
do not beat players 1,000 MMR above you in a best of 5. That does not happen in StarCraft.
No.
And yeah, it's happened today.
And not even, you know, a 3-1 of a best of 5.
Right? Not even a
Not
3-2.
even, yeah, not even that close. I mean, I'm sure the games were close. I actually missed quite a lot of them. But yeah, rough, crazy things happening here at Epic Land 40. I mean, could you ask for more for 40?
No,
It's the
this has
anniversary
been
one.
the
It's-
craziest Epic Land
Yeah,
I've ever seen. That's for sure.
and loads of people here. Awesome atmosphere.
Yeah,
I mean, really enjoying it. The
Everyone got a
stress
free
of-
drink token. Don't
Is
know
that
if you
true?
saw that.
I
Yeah,
haven't
someone
had
just
one
came around and gave it to me. You haven't had yours. That's very
Oh, I
sad.
haven't had one. I've been up here
Oh,
with
I'm
passion,
sure.
casting these sweaty nerds battling it out.
Fair enough.
So, okay, let's run through our options. Well, this is the most boring standard early game that we've ever seen. Okay, Yasha, that's a Figaro.
Yeah.
Beats AC. That's a
Well,
given,
I
right?
think we just have to take that as a given.
Yeah. And that's a ZVZ, so it looks volatile, but
Right, as we've seen.
let's be
Right.
real. So that means that the
That
next
means Figaro
match
will be in
is
the
gonna
final.
Be, yeah, Figaro in the final.
And the next match will be RiSky AC.
Now, listen, I can tell you something. Fig told me that he would be happy coming 3rd. Fig in the final means he's already not 3rd. He's already beaten
does.
that, you know?
Yep.
So that's a happy bunny there already. I mean, he's not that happy because I think he fell over yesterday and Fig's planted into
He
concrete.
fell off. He fell over this morning running to get here on time.
Oh, no.
Well, when he was an hour late already, but still.
Yeah, well,
At
it
least there was
happens.
some passion involved at some point.
It happens. AC in the finals would be.
I mean, if that
unbearable.
happens, we just have to. I think we just have to end StarCraft on this tournament.
Yeah, I think you're
guys,
right.
we're moving to a new game.
Oh, yeah,
it was a good
Overwatch.
run.
We'll not go play Overwatch. We'll stick with Blizzard.
Absolutely not.
At least if we play Overwatch, we could go to BlizzCon and there'd actually be content for like the game we play there.
Wow, that depth shade just finishes
That's
on
a
2
2
HP.
Absolutely insane.
Very
Zain
nice.
also, these have enough. Yeah, these have enough energy to activate. Maybe they only just got it. I
Yeah,
thought he
they
was just
only
being
just
like.
got it.
I thought he was being like really like calm and
Conservative.
collected, being like, oh, I'll just keep the energy. I don't need it. It does look like it's going to be a much quicker Evo chamber in this game than in the previous. So I think that's again for that really quick melee. You know, even if Zain isn't playing Blinkstalkers, which honestly it still looks like he is going to play that way, the melee is still a good upgrade to have. It's never like you're really upset that you made your Lings stronger.
Yeah.
Like they're
I
good
mean,
already.
I think RiSky knows that it's going to be +1 blink.
Yeah.
That being said, the Forge actually a lot earlier this game. We didn't have +1 at the same time as Blink last game. I don't know what the reasoning for that is. Maybe it's map
I
dependent.
literally
maybe
think he forgot it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, maybe. Leia on the way, Roach one on the way as well. Plenty of Lings coming out.
Yeah, it's looking much the same as the previous game, so that's why we're talking about basically everything but the game.
Good damage by Zain. But yeah, I think Figaro RiSky is definitely the most likely looking final now.
Yeah, RiSky seems to have really turned it on through this lower bracket.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a really good winning record against Raza, but Raza's never easy to beat, you know? He's got now a map back on Zain, who 2-0'd him last time they played. I think losing that map like really kind of lit a fire under him.
Yeah,
he's back with a vengeance.
RiSky was very tilted yesterday. He was tilted this morning when he lost the map to some guy called Molten. Don't know how he managed that, but yeah, RiSky was not loving life.
It takes some doing.
But if he wins this 2-0, he's gonna be on all cylinders firing again. He's gonna be AC.
Need Medicare. They were all surviving on like no HP. This is such a risky move. I just want to mention. Double Expo. I've seen him do it.
We saw Figaro do this
often.
against Zain. We have a very similar situation to this as well. And it's double forward from Zain on this one.
Yeah, crazy.
Interesting.
So there we go. +1 nearly finishing up for RiSky. Pneumatized Carapace, which is obviously the Overlord speed upgrade, wrapping up now. I think that's just so he can be really sure of what he's playing against. Because we did see Zain play a bit weird with that kind of carrier play. Obviously, he's not doing it in this game. But RiSky doesn't know that. This could still be like, oh, I'm making loads of stalkers, I'm playing the big stalker thing. Oh, here's 5 carriers that you just have Lings and Roaches against. And yeah, checkmate, I win. Does look like Zain's going to start coming across.
Yeah. Blink finished up now, and with these Oracles to protect against the Lings, these Stalkers will hope that they can get something done. Have to see if RiSky can defend as well as he did in game 1.
These Lings are going to get in just before this gateway wall finishes.
I love that Zain's left one of his Oracles at home, just so he doesn't have to worry about these Lings. Nicely done. 13 Roaches on the way. Baiting speed starts up as well.
So I'm not really sure here who's kind of favoured. To me, I feel like RiSky's in a good spot. He's kind of got all of the tech that he's like needs, you know?
Yeah, I think both players will be pretty content. Not much has really happened so far.
That's kind of big. It's quite a lot of supply.
Yeah.
It's in like a nice little love heart shape as well.
Right? Very cute.
But I do think this is enough Roaches here for RiSky to kind of defend those Stalkers. I've got to say, the Oracle's got like marginally more damage done than in the previous game.
Yeah.
But the Stalkers, have, to me, have not done anything all game. Like they haven't gotten any damage. They've not threatened anything.
They haven't really forced that many units, so RiSky's chilling at 80 workers, which is definitely where he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, on the flip side, as we have a big Bane run by, good blink forward to clear those up. Now that, these are still alive, just on a little bit of HP. I was going to say since the nerf, they don't one-shot, but he only has +1, obviously. Okay, this to me, the Roach count was already reading as kind of a big all-in. With the Bane small thing, 100% he's going for an all-in. He's going to max out and get across the map. Yeah,
this is going to be very tough for Zain to hold, especially if his army's on the other side of the map, where it's just idling in the middle of the map right now, and this is a massive attack. I don't know if Zain's ever going to be able to hold this fourth base.
He's so out of position and so caught off guard. Good stasis is, but there's so many Banes here.
Don't really want to use all these Banes on the Nexus though.
He's going to get them
when he does, just use all the Banes up right there. So that wasn't free for RiSky, but he gets the fourth base.
Yeah, it's a pretty costly way of doing it. Unfortunately, the stasis, which was really big, is now going to be really bad for Zain because all of these units are going to come back out of stasis. Zain taking a massive supply deficit. Doesn't look like RiSky's worried here. I think he's right to be kind of getting back onto
I think it would have been very bad for RiSky to overextend there. There's no need to. He got a lot of damage done. He can go back, be happy with it, get his Baneling count back up.
Yeah, exactly right with the Baneling count. I think is kind of really pivotal here. There's another big
fourth base might be going under attack again, and the Stalkers are surrounded.
Trying to
and this looks so good for RiSky. There's Lings in the third, there's Lings in the fourth. And I think Zain is in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, we see RiSky back towards getting maxed out once again. Zain going to start losing these Stalkers and they get really kind of pincered, scissor motioned in the top of the map. Now caught in the back of this space once again, and like we saw in the previous game, they're Blink Stalkers. Once they can't blink anywhere, they're just Stalkers. And against this comp, it's the +1/+1, Ling, Bane, Roach. This is looking rough for Zain.
It is looking very rough indeed. He does have a bit of a bank, but I don't think that he can hold this attack. All the Stalkers are falling. GG. RiSky takes it 2-0, and will be going on to face AC in the lower bracket final.
Are we sure it's AC?
No, we're not.
AC
the loser of Figaro AC.
AC Figaro.
In the lower bracket final.
What's going to happen now is, because we are trying to hit this stage slot, so we're going to stop talking.
Okay.
We're going to fling it to a quick break. I'm going to run downstairs and be like, AC, did you lose yet?
Okay.
And then we'll grab them.
We just message him.
Yeah.
Are they in game? Or?
Well, let's see. Custom for 6 minutes.
Okay, fine.
Let's see if they left match history on.
Oh, never lucky.
Never mind. They never do.
Never do.
Anyway, we'll go and see what's going on with that. We're going to throw it to a quick break. I tell a lie. We're going to move to the stage now. So this is the end of this stream. We thank you so much for being here. It's been an awesome day of games. I've had an actual blast today.
I had a great day.
Absolute
Great
bangers.
day.
So we're going to wrap up here. It's going to be ad, and then we're going to move over to Epic LAN channel. There's no numbers on it, right?
Just
It's just
twitch.tv/epiclan.
That's Epic, EPIC, LAN. There we
Great
go.
spelling.
There we go. I still got it. We'll hop over to that channel shortly, like I said, about 9 o'clock. I'm actually going to go and eat because I haven't eaten all day. Production is going to eat as well. Okay, we've actually pushed it back as well. So we've got until 9:30. So this is our setup time. Give us an hour. We'll be back for those finals. As yet undetermined finals. It's going to be the winner of RiSky versus the loser of Figaro AC
Against the winner
in the
of Figaro
consolidation
AC.
map. And then whoever wins that is going to be in the finals. So we'll see you over there imminently. Thank you so much, guys.
Hello, overclockers, and welcome. Oh, screw this. Where's A-Tuck when you need him?